Algebra 1 EOC review question number 9. Now before we get into this question, I want to give you a disclaimer. I have already tried to record this video once and got so frustrated because of the picture, the graph, that I'm deciding to re-record it. The graph here is very not accurate, and I apologize for that. It's difficult to make out actual numbers. So it would be hard for us to try and write the equation, which I tried to do. It would also be hard for us to try and calculate specific numbers to use here, which I also tried to do. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to use our smarts and pick up some concepts and use those concepts to eliminate answers, which will then guide us to the correct answer. Disclaimer over. Here is the setup. We have these two graphs. Essentially, F had its slope and y-intercept changed to make G. We have to describe what those changes are. To start out with, F is a negative slope, G is a positive. That means whatever the slope was, it was negative to begin with, and if we multiplied it by something and we got a positive. The only thing you can multiply a negative by and get a positive is another negative, which means the slope was multiplied by a negative number. So I'm looking through my answers, and I see that A, the slope was multiplied by positive 2, gone. B, the slope was multiplied by negative 1/2, I don't know. C, the slope was multiplied by negative 2, it's a negative, we'll leave it. D, the slope was multiplied by positive 1/2, gone. So we've already eliminated 2 of the 4 answers, which is fabulous. The other thing these answers say is that the y-intercept was increased by 5 or the y-increase was decreased by 5. Now, in my experience, if you take something and you multiply the slope, all that does is make it steeper and in the opposite direction. So, so originally if we multiplied this by I don't know what, it's going to be still here. It's going to be some line like this. That's still going to be far above this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units below. So they would have to lower the y-intercept. Y-intercept lowered by 5. So it looks like our answer is going to be C, and just to double check, that makes perfect sense too. Wow, you couldn't see any of what I just did there. I'm really sorry. We do need to multiply the slope by negative. Also, if you'll notice, by multiplying by 2, we make it steeper, which G appears to be steeper than F. So that confirms to me that C is the right answer.